single Friday, we have Chim in studio. So if you're listening to the story, you can chime in, let your opinion be heard on Twitter, Facebook. The hashtag is Big Scoop on Kiss. So where are we starting?
Let's start on the mean streets of Twitter.
Mean street, okay. Yeah, it is actually a mean street. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So on Twitter the other day, some members of KOT exposed some trend that's been going on among youngins, Nairobi youngins. Is it really Nairobi or is Kenyan youngins?
Kenyan.
It's Kenyan youngins,
yes.
Yeah? Where some of them have been posing for photos, either within the CBD of Nairobi or whichever towns they're from, in what we shall call raunchy poses. Yeah. Some of them you'll find some of them are simulating sexual positions. Others are simulating, well, not simulating. Others just literally have their damn hands either up a girl's skirt or down a guy's pants, and they're posing for the photos like that.
You know, when I saw the photos, the first thing I thought about was my mom. My late mom. I actually am still scared to date at 29 of doing certain things because I feel like she can fufuka and beat the life out of me. But before we even get to that, so the first people who shared about this story put up a video.
Yes.
Okay, and this is what they were saying.
Media inabo. Hizi picha mnapiga wasichana wadogo, wa vijana wadogo, mmevuta sijui ni hata tuwezi ekelea bangi. Wacheni ufala. Hebu keni hiyo picha iko wapi? Wacheni kutagwase hizo picha na mwache kupiga hizo picha tao cause mnabania wase wengine responsible opportunity ya kutumia tao kufanya shoots za maana. Unashika mdem ndo nini ifanyike. Yeah, so that's what
well, let me just break it down for you. If you're wondering where these guys are coming from, is the fact that just the other day, Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko waived any fee that was being charged, or any cash or whatever that was being that had been imposed by the council askaris on photographers within the streets. Yes, and then boom, you see what's happening. We started, some of the pictures, like there's one of those girls who are on the road on their fours,
like dogs,
and then some guy pulling their hair, their braids, and then there's a chick is just outright nude, sleeping next to a zebra crossing. It's really messing up a lot because, one of the biggest hassles that the young people have right now is photography.
Photography is a good side hustle.
It was a good thing for the governor to go ahead and waiver any fees for taking pictures within the city. Remember, there's a time someone was arrested for taking pictures.
So many people have been arrested,
guys were up in arms. Why would you do that? How am I going to sell Nairobi? If this is how we're going to sell Nairobi, please, Mike Mbuvi Sonko, please, can we now revisit that issue again? Because this cannot be happening. And another thing. Yeah. You said if your mom was alive, you'd never do such crap.
Not even now.
Yes. The thing is this. Even me, I know myself. Yeah. Even the day I was chotwad in Nakuru, I did not see my mom.
You were in hiding.
For 2 months, I was in hiding.
Yeah.
And guess what? I was over 25.
And still.
And I was not naked. I was just chotwad by bouncers. I embarrassed the family. Yes. I did not go for any family gatherings because I knew if I meet with my mother,
it's a
slap or a loose
it's
kick.
Not even one
my
slap.
mom is
She'll
like a
you.
kickboxer. She would finish me.
She'd kill you.
So this picture surfaced. I love the hashtag Ifikie Wazazi. Yeah. But the issue is this. Yeah. You cannot let the triple-W to raise your children. Anybody who's blaming the triple-W at it's the media. No. Please, let's get this correct. But let's get this straight. If your daughter or your boy, your child is out there posing nude, doing whatever we've seen in that particular hashtag,
the photos,
the first person who needs to answer is the mother, because it means these kids do not even fear their parents. Their parents are too busy doing something else that they have let the policing of their children to the world.
But there's another thing that I want to touch on, and I guess we'll get to that in the next few minutes, because it's not like when we were that young, we used to do these things hidden. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't do it.
Not, the things that are strange. We used to do it hidden. This is on a road.
What does Adele say?
My mom is listening. My mom started listening. Mommy, I never did.
Even me, I didn't do.
We used to do these things. We used to do things hidden. If it's skiving the digs or whatever.
You know about skiving the digs.
No, I'm saying in relation to dumb stuff that we did when we were young, right? We used to hide.
This is on another level.
We used to hide it. But this is in public.
This is on
so there's another arm that we're not talking about, because by the time somebody is posing for photos on a roadside,
the level
you want to tell me there are no other people, because you guys, your neighbor,
there was a photo
your
of
neighbor
a woman.
would beat you up.
Not a woman, a girl.
No, listen,
a
there's
passerby.
a photo of a passerby who was holding her head in shock.
Yeah, your neighbor would beat you up.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And stuck you to your folks.
There'd be a communal
the kiosk guy would chapa you.
Yeah.
There would be some
There'd be a communal beating.
You know what I mean?
You'll be flogged by everybody.
So it means even us guys, there's a breakdown. There's a
like,
huge breakdown.
If you're in the streets of Nairobi and you're seeing someone's daughter, who's the age of your own daughter, doing that damn stuff like that, like posing for those pictures. Let me tell you, if it was back in the days, let me tell you, they'll jump in, by the way. It mob justice.
It would. But yes, the people in the photos have actually come out and spoken, and we have a clip from you for that. Mm-hmm. So we're going to get to that in the next 3 minutes, as well as your views. You can chime in on Twitter. The hashtag is the Big Scoop of Minutes. Right now, though, we have Chim from Posh.co.ke in studio, and he's catching us up on the hashtag Ifike Wazazi. The photos that started off on Instagram, I think, of Kenyan youngins just posing in raunchy positions all over different towns.
I remember very well on my Reverend's article about 4 months ago.
Yeah.
I did an article of, photographers who are, exposing girls in the pretense that, they're going to make them model, it's art.
Yeah.
I wrote about it. Yes. And then now look, boom, fast forward to date. It's now a thing. And it's a bad thing.
Sushi the rapper has posted up his photo because it is hashtag Photo Friday on case. Guys, please, your poses should be legit. Anasema sasa tutapiga picha na vile zetu ni clean. Hii pia mtasema Ifike Wazazi. No, like it's that's
Sushi
not
the
it.
rapper, can you please focus?
That's not it. But so there is the first clip of some of the girls who were in the thing is this,
the hashtag trended. People got shocked.
Yeah.
Guys were worried. Even young people on Twitter who have sisters.
Yeah.
And they were like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
And let's try and push this hashtag so Ifike Wazazi. And then the same culprits, the victims, in the videos and in the pictures, came out fighting.
There are no victims here.
Yeah. So listen to this.
Awa watu wakatambe kafikie pasta, so ikifikia pasta kwani utafukuzwa church ama? Like, your boys have very stupid aims though. If I decide to show off my body, like it's mine, I will show it off till the day I die. And if you don't like it, you die first.
Do you know, if I put up such a video,
one thing
I'm so, it got me scared because I was just thinking of what my mom would have done.
One thing I like is she's keeping the same energy.
Yeah.
Keep that same energy even when you're talking to your parents. Don't keep that energy talking to your phone when you're in a room on your own.
But guys, okay, so why do you think
you die first?
Yeah. No, but you see, like, their
if
kids.
My daughter ever grew up and started talking like that.
We have been there, and we pulled stunts, not to this extent, but we pull stunts. Why do you think it never got to this point?
Because we never had an opinion. Listen, we never had an opinion, and there was a dictatorship.
Yeah.
In every home back in the days. These days, these kiddos, by the way, they truly believe in democracy.
Yeah.
Hii mambo ya haki yetu has been taken too far.
But you know, even by the time you get into posting nudies online, your own nudies online, you know, compared to what I did growing up, what I did. My mom is listening.
Shout out to Chim's mom.
What I did was I used to push my mother's car out of the driveway.
We did all that,
the way to the neighbor's digs.
Then you
started, and that was what I did.
We stole cars. We went out to the rave.
And you had near-death experiences when she found out.
Yeah, but we never.
And she always did.
Yeah,
she always did.
So I feel like there's a breakdown, even in terms of, those were judges who always used to stack ears to our folks.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
There's a breakdown in, because it takes a village, guys. It takes a village, because sometimes parents are not as exposed. They don't know what Instagram is, what's happening there. Yeah, there's some who haven't even seen this hashtag. Because what's the hashtag?
Yeah, trust me. This hashtag, by the way, as I said even yesterday, the reason why I didn't retweet it, the reason why I didn't even bother is because itafikia wazazi.
Yeah.
Because kuna wazazi wakiona hii. Some of these kids will be dead.
Yeah. So I don't know.
As in by today the news would be a child in Buruburu was. Trust me.
So I don't know if you're listening to Team Adele, Team Shafi. I really want to hear why didn't it happen to this extent
because
when we were younger?
These children do not fear. Us were raised in fear. Respect back in the days was equated to fear. There was a threshold for your pussy. You could never cross that threshold. Unafika hapo bado unasema, I love my life.
It's not worth And it's all about the hashtag Ifikie Wazazi. And
which we're all in agreement. Aita wai wafikia.
It wouldn't. It really wouldn't.
This is an exercise in futility because you know what? Even the way these kids have come back fighting.
Yeah.
They even have a voice even after they've been mulikwad.
Yeah.
And they can still go ahead and talk smack.
And you know,
it's scary.
For me, what really worries me is this.
Yeah.
So I have a daughter, right, that I'm raising, and I want her to become an upstanding member of society, right? But seeing the way things are going, you know, things only ever get from bad to us.
Yeah.
If this is what we are seeing, what do you think now when we have
5,
children?
10
what we
years,
will see, you know?
Yeah.
And it's crazy that you know you have to think that you're going to raise your child, even if you raise your child as best as you can, and you raise them up right, it's literally like an island.
So do you guys then think, is it fair to then blame parents? Because there's the exposure thing, which is what there's a lot more parents
exposure
are
is an
fighting.
I think exposure is an excuse for parents. And also the hard economic times. You know, parents are working so hard, they don't have time for their kids.
Yeah.
Me, all I can say is this.
Yeah.
We need to go back to the days when raising children, when you're a baby.
Yeah.
You are a communal baby.
It takes a village.
It was very simple.
Yeah.
It takes a village to raise a child. Where even the watchy, the guy at the kiosk,
the housey,
they would see you do some damn stuff and they'll be like, you know what? Tutakucharaza.
Yeah.
Or they will just charaza you. That's the only way we're going to get back to that, you know, that comfort zone where our kids understand their boundaries.
Yeah. So there are people blaming parents. And before we hear from some of the kids who were in the photos, we want to hear from you on 0711046100. Is it fair to blame the parents, or is there a lot more parents are facing now? I'm not a parent, so I'm
a parent of 2 daughters.
Yeah.
I am facing a lot, but trust me, our isn't Shinda.
The society is to blame. Look at our role models right now. We look at the Kim Kardashians and I don't know who socialites, and that is what we look up to. So that's why it's going to this extent. Yes, we did bad things when we were growing up, but it's because we were not exposed to as bad things as they are right now. So I do think that we are to blame as a society for letting it go this far.
Hello.
Sema ifikie wazazi.
Personally for me, I could hiyo kitu ni mbaya sana, because surely wazazi wetu hata hao wanafanya vitu baya sana ku encourage vitu kama hizo. Wanafaa at least to create some limits watu wasiwaifanya.
How old are you?
I am 18 years old.
And you believe that also parents are doing the same things, and that's what the kids are emulating, as in wanakopi tu maparo, sindio?
With you and Chim, remember to look out for the 3 songs that could win you money courtesy of Songa by Safaricom. But we're also seeing the hashtag Ifikie Wazazi going through Kuzo's siblings and then to the parents. So maybe
it's going to take a longer, you know, like a longer duration.
Yeah.
But eventually, if we sustain it, itawafikia. Because no man is an island. You have relatives, and you cannot tell me there's a family out there that does not have one of its members, or at least 40% of their member who's on social media.
Yeah.
And the naked pictures, itatoka tu Twitter, alafu itaenda kwa WhatsApp, because guys are sambaza in these photos.
But you know, there's a positive you guys are not seeing in all this.
Okay.
Do you know what the positive is?
Which is?
Me, when I decide to get married, I'm going to do a background check on the mama.
Yeah.
If any of these photos pop up, I swear to God, her family is paying me to marry her.
Well, thank you very much, because you know what, there's a dude here by the name of Okeo Said.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes, you know, I didn't think about it that way. Because you know what, Okeo Said has said something. Listen, he has said something that I was told by my English teacher. Actually, it wasn't an English teacher. I think it was a deputy teacher at Chuka High School.
Yeah.
This guy is telling me that the road of I don't care leads to the city of I wish I knew. Me, I never used to understand what the hell the deputy teacher was talking about.
Yeah.
But now I get it.
Yeah.
Because half of these kids, they think they're so cool. They think they're so dope. They're doing such amazing stuff, posing nude, and, you know, calling out, you know, people who are trying to, like, tell them to behave. Because that's what guys are just trying to tell them.
And
they've
guys,
been told, it's not good. It's not dope.
Even the Americans have started saying that they want your social media history
before you get a job.
For American visa. Yes, for American visa. Even the UK. You're not going to go to the UK and you're busy posing nude and sleeping on the road. They'll be like, you know what? You're mentally, you're mentally ill.
But wait, please read that sentence again, because when I do get kids, the road
of I don't care leads to the city of I wish I knew.
Definitely.
And that's where we are headed in the speed of lightning.
Okay, so Alexis here has rushed into studio and grabbed a mic.
To say what? He's not a parent.
I'm wondering if he is the stomach.
Okay,
he's
until
about
then.
to be. But
Shafi, you can't even respect me.
Okay, so
let me tell you, I have a problem with the kids, but I also have a problem with the grown-ups. We've shown them to do that.
How?
Some time back, guys were sharing their nude photos on the timeline on Twitter. And when guys talk about it, like, how are you going to tell your kids, I mean, this is you?
If you, the parents, so
yes,
you mean the grown-ups as the parents?
And when that happened, the issue was, why are you worried about my naked body? Why do you think I'm going to body shame me with my naked body?
So, and those who are parents?
Yes, some had kids.
Okay.
So that is
so you just have an issue.
No, it's not
because you cannot send nudes because you don't look sexy.
Shaft is not an issue.
So I think it comes back to the question, which is then, are we right to blame the parents? And on 0711046100, what do you think?
Yes, speaking from Kakamega. Blaming parents is not a good thing, actually. Yes, you know, we are students.
Yeah.
You have actually to do your part to make sure your parent is comfortable. So blaming your parent is another thing that is not allowed, really.
Hello, Kiss.
I've just seen my cousin. Wow, we are Takufa. No, I think I blame the lecturer strike.
Okay.
Excuses.
He has a point.
That is a very unique take.
You know, last week,
yeah,
I talked to her.
Yeah.
And then I asked her, well, why are you not coming home? Because the lecturers are on strike. Akaniambia ati sijui kuna hii project enye wanafanya. And then yesterday,
yeah,
while I was taking those photos,
yeah,
I just saw her, and then I'm like, wa huyu babake akiona.
And have you told her folks?
No. I've tried to call her yesterday at night. Ashiki phone. Leo asubuhi nimempigia asubuhi mapema. Ashiki simu. Sasa I'm going there pamali anaishi.
Personally. You're going to drag her by the ear.
Inaenda huko personally. Sisi Waluya hiyo hapana tambua. Hiyo hapana tambua. Asanteni kwa kushare. Thank you for sharing.
Okay. Next big scoop that Chim has carried for us. Whenever we talk about a story, you can catch it on pasha.co.ke. You can also check it out on kiss100.co.ke.
We are going to be visiting the Greater Kilimani area, and we'll start off at Posh Palace.
Okay.
Where the proprietor, Susan Kaitani, was called out and blasted on Twitter by one Mike Makori.
Yeah.
Right? Mike Makori, for those of you who are not familiar with him, is a media personality.
Yeah.
Was at KTN, now hosts a lottery show. And he also doubles as an MC.
Okay.
And Mike Makori was upset with Susan Kaitani because he says she did not pay him.
For what?
She did not pay him for MC.
What services?
Yeah.
Kumbe ilikuwa MC.
Yeah.
You know when he just say he did not pay him. She did not pay him. I'm like, hey,
sure.
Madam of Posh Palace bana. Hey, they are too posh.
Yeah, so she had an event and she and another guy was supposed to pay Mike Makori for MCing. It was 50,000 shillings. And to date,
I am not going to speak.
Today,
I forever hold my peace.
He claims he never got the money. He's been chasing after them. He never got the money.
Can we confirm whether it was a deposit or that was the total amount? Anyway, it's our.
Bruh, me if you give me 50k, me I'm paying MC.
But they don't listen to Shafi. Just talk to me, Tim.
So as I was saying, so he was very upset. He took it to the
social media,
Twitter,
and called out Susan Kaitani.
Yes, so we reached out to Susan Kaitani.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tracy Mutinda for reaching out to Susan Kaitani.
Yeah.
And they had a conversation. Susan explained that they have been trying. Yes, there was an issue.
Yeah.
They couldn't.
There was a delay in payment.
Yes. But when they began, actually, tables turned when they began chasing him to come and get his check. It got to a point he stopped picking their calls.
Hiyo sasa ni upuzi.
Let
me just tell you, upuzi. Unajua upuzi ni nini? Upuzi ni saa ile pesa unaweza nitumia kwa simu yangu. Just throw it like javelin. You can yego it. What?
You can send
boom,
cash.
Ingie.
If you can't
don't listen. What do you mean you're looking for me? If you have my number, you owe me 50 G's. Please don't call me.
Yeah.
Just throw it.
Just want to
it will land in my phone. It will just land in my phone somehow. You're not talking about 500,000?
Bruh.
We're talking about 50 G's.
No, I'm not a representative of Susan Kaitani.
No, as
I'm being manhandled in the studio.
Let me tell you. Watu wengine wasikuwa wanatudanganya.
Yeah.
Msitubebe upuzi. Hiyo ifikie wazazi.
And what is what's Makori saying?
Yeah, so I spoke to Makori yesterday.
Yeah.
And he said, at first he was like, I don't want to talk about this. My lawyers have advised me not to talk about this because also they have called and said that he'd get his money today, Friday.
Okay, hold up.
So he wanted to hold his peace. But later we had a conversation and he said, most of what she's saying is not true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was supposed to call him back. But to be honest with you, I only entered. I actually slept. My bad.
Okay, hold on.
I fell asleep.
They even involve lawyers.
Yeah.
For 50 what?
Shafi,
no,
stop.
it's the principal.
Stop. It's the principal. Pay me my money.
Yes, I get it. I have no issue with someone looking for their money.
Yeah.
But when you try and claim you can't find me and you have my phone number.
You just send it to me.
Now I'm curious. There's a big scoop over here brewing.
Yeah.
Adele and Shafi, you guys MC.
Me don't MC. Keep me out of this story.
How much do you guys
I don't
make?
MC.
How much do you guys make?
Shafi is a liar.
I host events.
So it's all about hashtag the big scoop on Kiss. Remember, whenever you hear a story, you can chime in online using that hashtag. Cecilia Otunga say, yo, pay Mike Makori his dues, man, no matter how much it is. But there's still more developments in this scoop.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
We are staying with Posh Palace and Susan Kaitani.
Okay.
And the latest development is that Posh Palace has been closed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, there's even a notice on the door advising the customers, the clients, that Posh Palace has been closed by management until further notice.
Well, no, first things first. You know, the door for Posh Palace is really posh.
Yeah.
It's one of those Lamu doors. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
Because I have offices in the same building.
Okay.
On the 10th floor. And every time, you know, the whole week I've been, I've not been feeling very well. So I haven't passed by around that area code.
Yeah.
So I'm shocked that, the Lamu doors have been closed.
Okay, so why has it been closed though? Like for holiday, for stock taking?
Well, what we know now,
has it moved?
For what we know now is just rumors.
Yeah.
It is rumored that the business is not doing too good.
Okay.
And so they decided to close it. However, when we spoke to Susan Kaitani, she said she's remodeling, doing a bit of changes.
She's rebranding.
We will see. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But it is also worth noting that Posh Palace has gone under when Shafi's friend, Betty Kyallo. Is she still Betty Kyallo Kari or just Betty Kyallo?
Just Betty Kyallo, please.
Betty
Come
Kyallo.
on, focus.
Betty Kyallo has opened a new salon.
Okay.
That is called Flair.
Yeah.
And we are informed by well-placed sources that most of the employees that were at Posh Palace have moved right. They didn't even move far.
Yeah.
Right across the street.
Flair is right across the street.
They just crossed that road.
Wow.
Okay, so hold up. So Betty Kyallo has opened her own Posh Palace.
Across
Posh Palace B.
Yeah, across the street.
Well,
we don't know the name
Flair.
of it. Oh, it's called Flair. It has a name.
Flair.
I like that name. Okay. Right across the street from Posh.
There are two buildings there.
And then
there's the new building that's owned by First Community Bank.
Yeah.
That looks like the Bush Khalifa.
Yes, that one.
So that's where she's at.
Yes.
And across to where now I'm
across you.
Across me. Where we
Wow, indeed.
That is like.
Now this shows this tells me three things. Number one, Betty Kyallo is petty AF.
Petty Kyallo.
Nice one.
Well, she's not petty. I'd call her, she's vengeful.
I was going to say number two.
There was no way she was going to take this lying down.
Savage.
That's rough. Like,
and number three, Betty Kyallo wants to prove everyone wrong. The guys who are laughing and saying that she was simply a social media influencer for Posh Palace. She's about to show you what she's about to do in terms of business.
Watalamba Lolo.
No. At 8:50, you're with Delo Nyango and Shafi Weru. I do have some runamas on the way. Before then, we're down to the last scoop. Where are we going to, Chim?
We are going to be looking at Lillian Muli.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, I'm not being, a tribalist or anything.
Yeah.
Hey, Wakamba.
Don't say that. Aleki Katumbo from Lita, those sides of Kaoland is here.
Hey, my sisters Aleki.
Yeah.
Your relatives.
What has happened?
Hey.
Yeah.
Talk about a gaffe. She messed up big time. What she did was she had over the weekend an interview in which she invited a rape survivor to come and kind of share her experience. I guess the whole idea behind it must have been noble. You share your experience,
have the conversation.
You embolden victims and help them transition into being survivors.
Yeah.
Because, I'm made to understand that there's a difference.
There is a difference. In fact, I prefer the term survivor.
Yeah, but you know, when you're still in the fog, it takes strength for you to transition beyond, right? My mother is probably proud of me because this is all her experience. I didn't fully understand all this until we had a conversation earlier this week and she explained to me these. Anyway, moving on swiftly after earning brownie points
with your mom who's listening. That's why he's well behaved today.
So, Lillian Muli had a guest on the panel and she asked a question.
Yeah.
A question that I can't believe she asked. As in, I'm a dude, and even I was like, yo,
where's this going? Yeah.
So she asked her guest, who was a victim of 10 men. They had checked into her house, I believe in Kibera, and they robbed her and then proceeded to gang rape her. And Lillian Muli asked, was there something that you did, something that you said that provoked these men to rape you? Yeah, that you see that awkward pause is like
it's just like it's heavy to hear this because that all?
Like that was that's bad enough. That is bad enough.
I didn't want to cut you short. Like what she what's so heavy about this whole situation is because like conversations around like rape and any rape culture are trying to shift from victim blaming. You know what I mean? So
this is actually a clear cut case of victim blaming.
So it's trying to move from what were you doing there? What were you wearing? Which is the narrative that has been there for years, and we're trying to break that.
What reason did you give them to do that to you?
How crazy this is that robbers, people who are out to do harm, they sat down and planned to do harm, come to your house and rape,
and then someone questions you.
You say anything like
after the fact.
What could you possibly have?
And it should be more about, okay, we're driving the conversations for just stop raping. Right. There's when you start telling people what were you wearing and stuff like that, it's almost making excuses. And so it doesn't help in ending excuses. It doesn't help in ending rape culture. It's victim shaming.
And I actually did a story about consent earlier in the week. I think it was this week or last week. Where what I want guys to understand is, at the end of the day, rape is not it's not a problem specific to one gender.
Yeah.
It's a binary problem. Both genders.
Yeah.
Both genders, because at the end of the day, as a man, it affects you.
And you have to remember, rape is not about sex, it's about power. So you can't ask somebody, what were you wearing? Or any of those questions. You know what I mean?
What did you do to provoke them?
So that was very ill-placed.
I think she wasn't ready. She wasn't prepared for the interview. It was, it just shows lack of, foresight, concern.
I don't know why. Why have the conversation?
And that's the type of question you'd ask the robbers. If she'd ever get the robbers and have them sit in her show, she can ask them that question and I wouldn't have an issue.
Yeah.
But you can't ask someone who's the victim.
It takes us 10 steps back.
Because the whole idea of her inviting that lady to the show was so that she can be able to come out of that, that whole, dark area.
The victim blaming.
Yes. And then now you go ask her that particular question.
The thing is, there's been no apology. There's been no further communication from Lillian Muli. She's continued enjoying her life, posting about her day off. She's moved on.
But
she's moved on.
Oh man, that was very ill-placed. And I guess on Pasho, can people catch...
Yes, everything is there, including some opinion pieces on what happened.
And you can chime in on your opinion on Twitter. The hashtag is a big scoop on KISS. 2.5